Driving on roads that are known to be difficult is something that those of us who are passionate about automobiles should always make an effort to do. Imagine you are driving down a gorgeous path, taking in the sights, then suddenly, as you come around a bend, the road begins to narrow, and the high winds cause your car to go over the edge. In today's video, we will look at the top 10 most dangerous roads in the world. But before starting, please like and subscribe to our channel for future updates. James W. Dalton Highway, Alaska. Because of its remote location, which is why it is more widely known as the Dalton Highway, it frequently appears on lists of the most dangerous highways in the world. The 414-mile road, also known as Alaska Route 11, is named for the engineer who oversaw its construction as part of the supply route for the Trans-Alaska Pipeline System. The two-lane gravel road is somewhat rudimentary in certain areas, and the majority of traffic on it consists of enormous trucks traveling between the city of Fairbanks and the northern oil fields. Drivers are strongly encouraged to only travel with survival gear such as provisions and warm gear on board due to the harsh polar weather conditions, steep gradients, and the fact that there are only 3 towns and fuel stops across the entire route. Additionally, there are extreme polar weather conditions such as limited visibility, which requires drivers to keep their headlights on at all times. 9. North Yungas Road, Bolivia. You can get a sense of why this road from La Paz to Coroico is on our list of the most dangerous roads from the fact that it is also known as the Road of Death. In point of fact, it is frequently referred to be the most hazardous highway in the entire world. The solitary gravel road that was cut into the side of the mountain has a track that is uneven, narrow, has precipitous drops of 900 meters, almost no guardrails, and there is often high cloud cover, which reduces vision. This road has been officially closed to traffic for some years now due to the sheer volume of accidents and fatalities, but cyclists still flock to travel the road, and it has become something of an iconic tourist location. The reason for the road's closure is the sheer volume of accidents and fatalities. 8. Zojila Pass, India. Zojila is a mountain pass in Indian Kashmir that is quite steep, does not have paved roads, and in certain places is so narrow that a single automobile may have trouble passing through. Extreme weather in the form of winds, storms, ice, and snow can make the road muddy and unusable. Because of this, the route is frequently closed completely for up to 6 months of the year, earning it the reputation as one of the most hazardous highways in the world. Because there are no checkpoints or other obstructions along this stretch of Indian National Highway 1D between Srinagar and Leh, it is essential to travel in a vehicle equipped with 4-wheel drive if you intend to travel along this route. 7. Atlantic Road, Norway. Driving along the Atlantic Road in Norway has been compared to precariously balancing on the brink of a cliff because of its location on the Norwegian coast. Despite its reputation as one of the most beautiful roads in the world, the Atlantic Road is also considered to be one of the most hazardous roads in Norway. It connects the cities of Kristiansund and Molde and is comprised of 8 breathtaking bridges, one of which being the Storsundet Bridge, which is so steep that it sometimes gives the appearance of a ramp or a diving board rather than a crossing point. Other characteristics include serpentine twists and turns, which can give drivers the impression that they are riding a roller coaster because of the ups and downs they experience. 6. Guoliang Tunnel Road, China. Because it is known as a stretch that does not accept any driving mistakes, this road ranks as one of the most dangerous highways in the world. It was carved by hand through a stony mountain face by peasants from the virtually cut-off Guoliang in Hunan province during the 1970s. In certain spots, the tunnel is only 3.5 meters wide, which means that there is hardly enough room for 2 automobiles to pass one other. To successfully traverse the tunnel, you will need to keep your whole attention on the road in front of you. Bad weather frequently blankets the road in fog and causes mudslides, which makes the steep drops on the road even more dangerous. In addition, there is no way to know for sure how structurally solid the entire route is. Well, do you like what you are seeing so far? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep watching because you don't want to miss what we have at the number 1 spot. 5. Skipper's Canyon, New Zealand. Because to its height, small width, and winding nature, Skipper's Canyon, which is located in a remote part of the southwestern corner of the South Island of New Zealand, is one of the roads that made it onto our list of the most dangerous roads. The route is unpaved and was hand-carved by miners in the late 1800s. it is full of tight bends that feature precipitous fall to the shot-over river below. Because it is so difficult and dangerous to navigate, the majority of automobile rental companies do not permit their vehicles to be driven on it, and insurance is rendered null and void if these instructions are followed. For Rodovia de Morte, Brazil, locals have given the BR-116 highway that runs from Fortaleza to Jaguaro the name Rodovia do Morte, which translates to a highway of death, since it is one of the most dangerous highways in the world and is responsible for thousands of deaths every year. The trip is extremely hazardous as a result of the poor weather conditions, the curving road that runs dangerously near to the side of the mountain without any protective fencing, and the possibility of being ambushed by armed gangs. 3. Ferry Meadows Road, Pakistan. This mountain path is considered to be one of the most hazardous roads due to the fact that its hand-carved 10-mile stretch, which has not undergone any repairs since it was built by villagers hundreds of years ago, is unpaved and uneven, and it reaches an altitude of over 3,300 meters above sea level but does not have any guardrails. In addition, although Ferry Meadows Road is narrow for the entirety of its length, it is barely wide enough for a 4x4 for the majority of the route. It becomes impassable for automobiles near the end of the road, close to the community of Tato. Travelers must instead complete their journeys by bicycle or on foot. 2. Kalima Highway, Russia. This route in Russia is notable for the fact that it leads to Yakutsk, which holds the record for the lowest temperature ever measured anywhere other than in Antarctica. In the winter, the temperatures are so low that drivers cannot wear glasses for fear that they may freeze to their face. On the other hand, throughout the summer, this section of the M56 highway turns into a swamp of mud and sand. In spite of the fact that it is one of the only highways in the region, it does not have a paved surface and travels through a variety of landscapes, including deserts, forests, and mountains. 1. Bayburt D915, Turkey. Along its 66-mile length, the D915 features 29 hairpin turns and a conspicuous absence of fencing and barriers to protect vehicles from potential hazards. As a result, the road is considered to be one of the most hazardous. Due to the effects of severe weather such as snow blizzards and avalanches, sections of the high-altitude route are blocked during the winter months. Additionally, the surface of the road itself is in very bad condition and is largely composed of loose gravel. In other places, the road is just barely broad enough for two automobiles to pass each other. So, that's it for today's video. What do you think of the number 1 spot? Hit us up in the comments and let's chat. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications for our channel so you never miss what's coming next from us. Thanks for watching.